Hello everyone. Super happy to have you here. Today we have Musab Almalki with us. He is a good friend of mine and the CEO of Spoils. He's been working in games for, I think, 7 years now, almost, at least in Spoils. And he's basically done quite a lot for the indie space, specifically in the mobile space. Musab, it's really good to have you here. If you'd like to also, give yourself a better introduction than mine, please feel free to do so.
Actually, I'm so happy and glad to be here with you and with everyone. Such a pleasure. And yeah, thanks for the great introduction, actually, in the text and also your speech, Ashraf. Um, yeah, this is a good introduction. And as you mentioned, Spoil's been established since 2017. We are an digital entertainment company. And yeah, it's been a long journey and it still continue.
I remember back in 2021 or something of the sort, you had a job posting for Unity developer. Well, that was the first time I had heard of Spoils. And honestly, I was a bit nervous to apply. And I was like, oh, this is a big company. You guys are doing some really cool things. I remember some of your games, they have like millions of downloads as well. I know it's actually really, really cool to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, so honestly, and you've been working in the industry for a while, which is really, really cool. But why did you decide to start working in games? Like, how did you get into it?
Uh, I'm a gamer, so I remember the first game I played in my life was in 1998. It was Doom, actually, 3D on Windows. So very old, and I got hooked by. I thought first of all the game developer or whoever designed that game or built it, they are like a magic wizard. But eventually, I realized like they are just human, normal human like us, but they are problem solving or solving problems, and at the same time, they are storytellers. That's what I got me hooked to the gaming industry. Or like, I don't want to just play it. I wanna also build it, and it's been a dream.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Hala, you started working in the industry before any of the big things that are happening started happening. What was starting? You did start in 2018, right? Or am I wrong with the dates? Was it before
28.
that?
Yeah, let's say
Yeah.
yeah.
So how did you start? Like I remember basically now you can see, there's Mirak, there's Excel by Mirak, there's Impact 46, there's the Saudi Game Champions program. There's a lot of funding going in at the moment. What was it like when you first started?
Uh, Actually, we seen some sort of نسميه حراك movements toward game development in the Saudi Arabia and in the MENA region in general back in 2014. I remember when my friends were playing one of Tamatim games that was about drifting and yeah, drifting and تبحيط أكثر شيء يعني was very relative to the Saudi market, to the Saudi culture, and it got viral actually. Like everyone were talking about it, and then I heard about Yomex till the time I saw Pokemon Go. And it was like as a fan of Pokemon when I was yeah, all of us like was younger. Um, I got surprised first by how they utilized the augmented reality as a technology with the IP, the strength of Pokemon IP. That got me also like now is the time to think about something that can help us utilize the IPs and everyone's IPs. We started differently than gaming studio. We started as an augmented reality at the beginning, but we were um, taught by the other founders around us about the pivot. So we decided to pivot, and we realized that there is a huge gap in the market. We can't fill it. We can't focus or let's say cover most of it, but let's focus on one specific direction. Yeah. So that's how we started, why we started this way, and then it's evolved over the time. We realized that there is more than just building a game or building a product. There is way more things that we might talk about it later on, Ashraf.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. So actually, most of the talks we've had so far have focused mostly on like how to make a game. But I think you are going to be the main spotlight for how to actually run a studio and survive when you're making your stuff, yani. So yeah, like honestly, congratulations on surviving for this long and thriving, to be honest. Like I know you got, I suppose got an investment recently as well, undisclosed amount, but whatever it is, like I'm very happy for you. So that's really, really awesome.
Thank
So yeah, so actually let's jump into this. Money is hard, especially when it comes to the gaming world. So, and running it for 5 years, you have like over 10 employees, am I right?
Currently
You
it's
have like a
1-8.
18. That is a lot. That is a lot of people.
Oh my.
Guys, so just for perspective, assume you're paying everyone $1,000 a month. That is $18,000 a month. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, 10 months, that's $180,000. 12 months, that's almost like over 200,000. It's not an easy number. So, like as the CEO, does it ever stress you out to think that that's a lot of money, or is it more like it's just adding extra zeros to your salary every month?
I'm not sure if you can hear me, but guys, if you can hear me, please send the chat. Okay, so it's Ashraf. Okay, so yeah, I got the question actually, and uh, it's not about the money, but let's wait for Ashraf to come back. Maybe we can have the time to just chat. Like, what type of games are you guys interested in? Night in the Woods. Yeah, I think Ashraf is facing some technical problem. He will come back very soon. What's this? Action adventure games. Okay. All right. So this speech might not be favorable for non-mobile gamers or people who don't يعني find mobile games fun maybe. But at the moment we have changed our strategy actually like to be more diversified, and our next game gonna be on multiple platforms. So yeah, we choose mobile first. I have a mobile game. It's nice. Yeah, mobile games is like portable, like on the go. So something that you can waste your time while waiting for your coffee. It's a snackable. So that's one area. But also there is another area of mobile games which is the hardcore games. There's plenty of good games. Like you can play it during the commuting in a bus or during a flight. But yeah, mobile games. So I play games on mobile a lot. Yeah, definitely you need to play a lot, especially if you are in the mobile or any platform. You definitely need to play a lot of games. That's a lesson learned. I noticed over time. Like we are playing games just for work, so not enjoying all the games, but it's sometimes needed to play frequently. So yeah, to go back to the why we choose mobile on, yani obviously like it's the fastest and the speed way to go and to get into the market. Like I still remember the incomplete project, imperfect actually it was, but it was just to understand what is the market, how to read the data, how to get the data. Welcome back.
Thank you. My computer decided that it's a great time to die. Hala, I'll show you the video. I'll send it to you after this. Really bad. So now it's just anyway. What matters is we're back, Hala. Sorry for the interruption, you guys. Um,
I believe I got into the story mood now. Like
Good.
I got some memories back.
Yeah.
But let's get back to your question. You were asking about spending money monthly. Yeah, it hurts actually. I at the end of the month when accounting send me the the base the payroll and etc. expenses, it
Yeah.
hurts. But it's part of the job. It's part of the industry. As any other business, like
Mm-hmm.
even imagine you are running a cafe.
Yeah.
The only difference here is the cafe can generate you daily money, right? You
Mm-hmm.
have
Mm-hmm.
daily money, a cash flow, cash in, cash out.
Yeah.
But in the gaming
100%.
industry, it's cash out, cash out, cash out. But then you
Mm-hmm.
will cash either like you inject money first. This is the first
Mm-hmm.
cash in, and then through the revenue. And
Yeah.
it's important to figure out some sort of revenues very quickly because at the end of the day, you want this cash to be running. And the
Mm-hmm.
good finance advisor or a finance manager would also help in activating this cash you have injected in the
Yeah.
company through the budgeting, through planning, through forecasting,
Mm-hmm.
along the game producer, the game product manager, etc.
Yeah.
But I remember one of the story, like one of our early investor meetings was an eye opening, to be honest. Um, they weren't just buying into our idea; they were buying into our ability to deliver over time. It made me realize that your pitch isn't a story about the game. It's a story about you, about your team's ability to adapt, to survive, and to grow. And that's, I believe, what investors looking for when once they see this in you and your team and the culture that you have, then immediately they will trust you. They will help you to. They will inject money. They will advise you, and they will grab also like they will connect you with the market industry expert.
Actually, that's super, super interesting. Because, like, as you mentioned, Yani, one of the mistakes that we make is we believe too much in our ideas, which isn't a problem. It's good to be passionate about the things you're making. But at the end of the day, the game is being made by people, and if the people are not good at what they're doing, then you're not going to get anywhere, basically. That's very, very, very interesting, actually. Well, I guess that's why you survived, and you have the right people, you're building the right things, you're basically just, you're laser focused on where you want to go at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
that's very, very interesting, actually. Huh. Okay. So basically, whenever you actually want to go and talk to investors, you usually have something called a pitch deck, right? Do you show
Yeah.
this to the investors or like, okay, walk me through the initial meeting from so okay, let's reset for a second. If I am a new game developer, I've never made a game before, and you don't know me in the market. I have a game concept ready because I have a vertical slice that I want to show the investor. But I want to go to them and I want to tell them, hey, give me a million, billion, gajillion dollars, or 100,000 for a start. What are the things that you would do for a good first impression and a follow-up meeting with an investor?
Yeah, that's interesting. A great question. Let me think how to give you the most useful answer. So first of all, you haven't built any game, so you are having just an idea, and what you are selling here is an idea, just an idea of a game that has potential, let's say, and you need to have at least some convincing elements as well, like why this idea, and what is the market research if you have done any, and you should at least like you should understand who is your competitor, who is your direct and indirect competitors, and put all of these together in a blender and create a story. You should always have a story, and story starts even before you go and talk to an investor. They should come and talk to you. You should always start the or keep the communication, even though that you are not needing the money at the moment. Like you are having such a prototype working, let's say, or functioning wireframes. You want to share it with some of your target audience. Come with a story and attraction as possible as you can. And the story should have like what is the game, why the game, who is the market, what is your forecast, and be realistic. Be reasonable about your forecasting, and don't be more optimistic or pessimistic about it. Like, and don't underestimate, and don't over promise. Then at the end, like the ask, and also be realistic about the ask. Don't ask too much, then you will shoot yourself in the foot. Don't ask for too little. Just calculate your runway, be realistic, have a buffer plan, have a risk mitigation plan as well. These things needed as a tool for you, not for against the investors, but against the market, because your battle is with the market, not with the investors. Investors are partners. They trusted you. They see something in you, and they want you to double their money. As easy as this. So yeah, that's how to pitch your company or your game to either to a publisher or to an investor.
Okay, okay, that's really cool. So let me see if I got this right. I come with a game idea. I need to not just come with the game, I need to prove to them that I am someone that is able to execute on the dream that I have through a good story, which should be convincing and realistic. But it should also show a bit of passion, a bit of excitement, well, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, and a lot of promises that seem realistic to get to. So I don't go and say, I have a game that's exactly like the 1980s Mario, and it's gonna make $1 million, because that doesn't make any sense and it's not realistic. But if I come and say I have a prototype for something that's like Pokemon Go, and this is what it looks like, and you can play it right now, you can play like a demo of it right now, and this is what I'm asking for, this is how long it's going to take us to work on it, etc., etc., then that might be a bit more realistic, and then investors are going to go into a conversation with me. Um,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. If I wear the investor hat, I
Mm,
would also prefer. I would always prefer to go with someone with an experience, at
mm,
least, or a working demo.
okay.
At least they will get my attention once they have something working. At least
Mm,
they have tried. They have an experience
mhm.
built on the even if it's not working 100% or it's
Yeah.
not the perfect game ever.
Okay, that's very interesting. So, again, if you let's dive into this because I'm actually curious about it. If you are an investor and you see a team made of um, five ex-Ubisoft employees, and when you check their LinkedIn, they're all seniors that have worked in the games industry for 10 plus years, and they come to you with a very basic white boxed concept. So, guys, for those of you that don't know, white box is basically just random assets being put together versus a team of five, like 100% new people. Um, but they also have like a really polished working prototype, or like let's say a vertical slice. Would you talk to both of them? Would you prefer one over the other? Would you like what are some deciding factors that would make you go for the super experienced team versus the non-experienced team, or vice versa?
So yeah, that's interesting. And it's a bit outside of my yani, expertise so far. But yani, I can tell you how I would explore the answer. First, there is three pillar that can help to take the decision. Team, which can have 30-40% of the equation, the idea, and the market. So if the first team with the white box idea are targeting the right market and the market is promising, it's niche, it's so blue ocean, definitely the numbers will tell at the end. Like
Yeah, yeah.
once you the equation and having the final results, you will decide. And also, like, it depends on the team itself. if they are fit in terms of values with the investor. They might not fit with the culture, not fit with the values, not fit with the ambition, etc. Too many factors, and vice versa as well. Like maybe the team doesn't like the investor as well. They seems like the investor seems doesn't understand or aggressive, and aggressive sometimes is good, but investor who doesn't understand that game development might take 3 years. They are lucky if they make it less than 3 years or like around 3 years, but it might take 8 years, 5 years, 10 years. Depends on how big is the project. Depends on the experience. Depends on too many factors, to be honest. So yeah, I can't
Yeah.
tell from investors. I can't confess them.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, but that's actually a very good answer because the answer in this case is very much it depends. Like there is a chance that you would take the smaller team if you feel like this is better towards your risk appetite. So, for example, Bright Gambit, I don't know if you've heard of them. They fund in small amounts, like up to 50K, I think, which is not a lot of money, but it's enough to get your project either off the ground or through the final stretch at the end. So in a case like this, sometimes that's enough. So that's very, very exciting. Whereas with bigger companies and like if we're talking like Microsoft, I mean they fired people, so I guess that's different. But before that, they would be able to fund millions of dollars in as that kind of investor. So the answer of it depends is a very, very good one actually.
Yeah.
Um, so you also mentioned the team. You mentioned that it's very important to have the right team. So if you had to choose a co-founder and two different teammates, what are things that you would look for to actually build your team from a CEO's perspective? So not just from a game developer's perspective.
Okay. Yeah. So I can say it in a way to say team over talent. I have worked with insanely talented people who didn't fit the team culture. And by saying culture is not about the Saudi culture or the MENA culture. It's the team culture that we have internally developed. And it slowed us down a lot. I have also worked with people who were still learning, but brought energy, curiosity, and grit. And they moved mountains. Skills matter, but team chemistry decides the win. That's, I believe, the right formula and the best formula as a CEO to look at is the team culture fit. Actually, recently during this year, we have changed a little bit in our hiring policy. We send before anything else, before the interview, we send one document, a PDF document, saying it named spoils culture and values, 7 principles that we have developed internally and we want everyone to fit with. Not 100%, 50% is acceptable because it's too difficult and hard to find someone that fits 100% with your cultures or values. However, if they fit 50, 60% and they are adaptive and they are flexible and they are energetic and they can push the boundaries and push the project forward, they pass and they decide. They go through the folder, they go through, sorry, the file or the document, and decide if they are fit with these culture values. They will take the action for the next call. They will decide, yes, I'm interested or not. By applying this, we have find, let's say, a very good talents or a team that is having a chemistry with us, and we've seen the results. We've seen the difference. The projects are moving very fast. There is a lot of initiatives coming up from the team itself, and this is, I believe, what every CEO should look at, plus achieving the vision. Because honestly, culture eat strategy on a breakfast. That's a saying I heard previously, and I keep always put it in front of my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, you're absolutely right. Like there are times I remember like there are a few projects that I've worked on. I think they were like in game jams, so nothing crazy. Where like I was able to go to sleep because I knew that my teammates were good at what they did, and I knew that if they said we'll have this done by the morning, they will have it done by the morning, and are not shy. They don't shy away from being like, oh yeah, actually we're not gonna get it done. Whereas with others, even though they were good, I felt like I had to like keep peeking over their shoulder just to make sure that they were doing things correctly. And as you mentioned, like it's not about experience, it's about the trust and the community building that you have from within the team. And
Exactly.
experience, you can always gain experience. You can always make more things to get better at the thing. So that's also very, very important. Yeah, actually that's really, really awesome. Thank you for sharing this actually. Um, so I'm gonna hop into the next question actually, which is making the stuff. So when you decide you want to make a game, you've made like quite a bunch. I think if we hop onto your website, we can see it's spoils.gg if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
So here I'm gonna also share the link in the chat if anyone wants to check it out. So you've had quite a lot of games actually in your portfolio. So how do you choose what kind of games to make and what kind of games to um, avoid making, basically? Like, is it market? Is it passion? Is it how do you decide?
Yeah. So yeah, we have developed almost hundreds of prototypes. We published 16 games so far. One hit 1 million, 2 millions at the moment, more than 2 millions. But we have followed this process, very, very defined process. Um, Previously, we were targeting hyper casual market, developing a very small, short game that is repeatable or repetitive, and you can play it for 5 minutes, 16 times a day. That was our target. Like, let's do a game with this criteria. People can play it for 5 minutes, 16 times a day, and fill it out with ads. Um, but then this is the normal of hyper casual category. We decided to do that because it's faster and it will give us quick insights and data that we need to build up. There was some criteria. I don't remember them fully now because we have changed and evolved, pivot over the time. I think every year we are pivoting so far, but hopefully in the last 2 years and continue, we are خلاص, we at the moment have very clear direction, vision, and we know what to do next. We decide based on so many criteria at the moment. First is we look at the market soft launches. So any new game that is soft in a soft launch in different countries, we try to download it, try it out, play it, understand what is new in the market. We look at the ads as well, like what is new ads in the emerging countries, Philippines, India, different countries, different regions. In addition to that, we look at the behavior as well, like which genre is now evolving, and we look at the top 10, and then we take the top five and the other five, see which game is not cracking the revenue, but it has a lot of downloads. So it's part of like market research and also our creative direction. Like we wanna change one thing in one genre to make it fit with Arabic culture, for example. And that's, I believe it's working with us very nice. Especially we saw it in آخر حرف or last letter game. Now we are seeing this or seeing this in Jakaru Go, which, by the way, we have announced it in the last 7 days during the Esports World Cup.
Nice. Yeah, I saw. Did you post on LinkedIn as well? I think I saw
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Okay, okay,
today.
that's where I saw it. Okay,
Then link.
okay, okay. Awesome, wonderful. Mabruk.
Yeah, thank you, shukran. So yeah, the difference or the differentiator between our game and the other games, there are some good competitors in the market, but we understand the market very well. We understand the players, and believe it or not, when we show our game to the visitors during the event in our booth, We have collected more than 500 responses in the survey. One feature that we never thought it is going to be pivotal. We put it because we thought it's fun, which allowing the users to design or to customize some sort of rules. But that is unique selling points. That one we weren't thought is going to be the pivotal for us or the unique and unfair advantage. People loved it. People wanted it. People want to download our game just because of that. Neither the good art or the smooth user experience or the first user experience, first time user experience, none of these essentials. Only one additional fun feature changed the whole formula. So that's how we look at the market first, and then we look at or hear from the audience on both way, qualitative and quantitative. We have the data sources and we have the players. We meet them in person, we talk to them, and we hear them. So yeah, this is the formula that we have at the moment.
Okay, that's actually really, really interesting. And guys, remember when I was telling you how important it is to make good mechanics? This is what a good mechanic can do. It will be your unique selling point. So thank you, Musab, for sharing this. Like this is really, really, really important for everyone involved. So this is really great to hear. And again, congratulations. I'm really happy for you. So I will actually jump to some of the questions that we have in chat because they are kind of relevant. So when you are making your games, do you generally rely on ads in game or in-game purchases? Like I know that you've switched, you've pivoted multiple times, so maybe this answer is going to be it depends, and that's fine. But like, when would you rely on this versus this, and like, what kind of things would you do if you want to do this or that, basically?
Based on the market. Like for example, we know Saudi market doesn't like ads. There are some people are paying ads, like watching 5 ads in a row to get a rare item. But we focus on mass audience. So if the mass market doesn't like ads, basically we will figure out another monetization strategy that is it's fit with the market or with the region. Other countries, like for example, at the moment we have a game running in India and it's doing great. It's based on ads. There is in-app purchases, but we are not focusing on it or capitalizing on it because the ads is moving and people like it. They don't mind having ads or watching ads in exchange for something. So it depends. Again, it depends on the market. It depends on the product manager strategy. It depends also on the game genre itself. Like if you are in a hyper casual market, it doesn't make any sense to have in-app purchases as a main revenue stream because the whole hyper casual market depends on ads. Uh, that's why we see now hybrid casual model or hybrid casual genre or category. It mixes between ads and in-app purchases, and there's other genres depends heavily on in-app purchases or subscription in some countries. Like in Saudi Arabia, people like to subscribe for unlimited content, for a new content, etc. So it depends on the market, depends on too many factors.
Okay, that's super interesting. So, guys, basically, if you want to make a game, make it. If you want to make money off a game, find out how this genre makes money and use that as your point of reference, basically.
Yeah,
So,
and your audience as well. Like
mhm,
understand your audience, understand your players, listen to them, watch out the data, like where they what is the most thing that gets their excitement they are interested in, and capitalize on that area.
absolutely. Awesome. Thank you. Mars, I hope this answers your question as well. We have actually, so again, since we're just talking about the games at the moment, so as Spoils, have you focused mostly on creating games for the MENA region first, or do you go for global as well?
Launching in the MENA first, but initially we focus on the global. So we design now currently we design the game for the global audience. So it doesn't have to be look like a Middle Eastern game or a game that have people wearing different than what is in the other games. We designed it to be a global first, but we launched it in different regions. 70% focus on the MENA. So it must have an Arabic, it must have a go-to-market strategy that is fit with the Arabic audience or MENA audience.
Okay, that's super interesting. And speaking of this, I know, and so I know that different markets have different prices to get players. So generally, guys, whenever you see an ad, what the companies that make the games and show you the ads get paid kind of depends on where you are from. So sometimes, so for example, let's say you wanted to test out a game to see how much revenue it's going to make, from ads specifically. Where would you, for example, launch it just to test it out? Like, where would you throw out the game as a soft start, basically, soft launch to a certain extent?
We do something before the soft launch, which is a tech launch. So the tech launch, we test the crash free or crash analytics. We test also the ANR, app not respond. Once we make sure that our numbers are stable, and we do it usually in different regions that they have huge audience, lower cost, cheap in terms of user acquisition, and low-end devices that can make us sure and confident that our technology or the app that we are building or the game that we are selling is stable. After that, we do the MVP launch or the soft launch, where basically we are testing the engagement, retention first, and then monetization. But since the day one, we have monetization embedded in the game. So people from the tech launch, they can purchase from the store, in-game store. They can purchase or watch ads, but not too heavy, not too much. Sometimes we delay the ads and introduce it later on once we have high daily active users comparing to the early stages. But it depends on the technology, because if we sell a game that is not working or it's buggy or having a lot of glitches, people won't pay a penny or watch an ad. Like even the ads company will never give us like full. They will not filling out the pipeline or the waterfall pipeline for ads.
Okay, okay, that's actually super, super interesting. Um, this is a lot. It's great. And I feel like if we wanted to go into them, we would not stop talking until like tomorrow. So,
I
um,
I have no problem actually,
yeah.
as long as I'm getting a value.
Mm,
Yeah, we want to dominate the market. We want to have Arabic games to the global stage. So yeah,
yeah.
please feel free to ask any questions
Mm.
that you have, and I will be happy to answer as I can.
Thank you, Amjad. This is really appreciated. So yeah, guys, whatever questions you have, throw them our way. Because again, Musab can go in depth with whatever he has to say because he's been in the market for long enough to do so. So yes, absolutely. Okay, so I'm gonna hop back to another question just to switch topics, which is basically when you're running your team, which is a big team anyway, 18 people is not a little at all. How do you divide, like, how is the work divided in the company? Is it like mainly programmers, mainly artists, marketeers, etc., etc.? Like, what are the different departments you have? What does everyone work on, basically?
Okay, so at the moment, I can't take the example on our situation at the moment because the company evolved into a holding company and we have different business units underneath spoils. But let's focus on the studio, like a game production studio. Obviously, it evolved around two. The first two, game designer, artist, and the developer. It could be like one doing both. It could be three of them, like one designer, one artist, and one developer. This is the essentials. And then you need someone understanding the business, who is, we name it product manager. So he is responsible and in charge from end to end strategy, go to market, connecting the opinions between technology and game designer and artist. The most important thing is all of them can communicate to each other smoothly. They can have the same level of knowledge, the same level of information about the project itself. But basically, yeah, these are the two main pillars. In addition to that, which is sometimes it's you as a CEO to be in charge for the product till you find it very difficult to focus on a business strategy and revenue or fundraising for the company. At the same time, you might miss important things on the product. So you start delegate to a dedicated product manager. But yeah, that's how we look at it. We have different rules. We have different groups or squad. We have now at the moment we have a tiny team that is responsible only for prototyping. They do fast prototyping, iterative prototyping as well. So they prototype very frequently on a high speed to test out new feature, new game idea, or whatever we want to test out very quickly. And then there is the core team who they take out these prototypes into a solid product that is shippable to the market. You can ship it or share it with the players.
So actually, Kaman, question on this. That's a very good answer, by the way. Thank you. So let's say I'm part of the prototyping team. Um, I assume that I will make a little thing that kind of maybe works. And then as long as the core idea is there, I guess I'll give it to someone else in the company that will test out the game. And then they can give me the green light about whether this is a good prototype or not. At any point in time, do you share this prototype externally with different players, or no? Does it all stay internal until you have like a solid core idea, and then maybe you start sharing with like outside the company?
I think, yeah, we shared external, but not direct to people that we know. So we don't share it with people, with our friends, or with someone who would take care of your feelings if it's bad.
Yeah, yeah,
We share
100%.
they will not never download the game, or they might download, but they don't know us. So
Okay, okay.
we can make sure that we are getting the honest answer.
100%. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, that's very interesting. That's only yani you start from the prototyping phase to do this.
yeah, yeah. It's
Okay,
important.
okay, that's awesome. Well, how do you get the players? Like, do you just post somewhere, or is it more like you put an ad up and then you see how many clicks you get? Um, how does this work?
On mobile, there are some tools you can use. For example, I'm not promoting, but for example, Geek Lab, we used it to understand which art direction to go with. So yeah, we haven't shared the prototype. We shared only fake store listing on a campaign on Facebook, and we do A/B testing for different art styles. And based on the data, like if people like this art style and they have clicked on it more than the other one, we decide to take it and test it out. So yeah, there is some tools that can help understanding the market before even build the game, and
Mm-hmm,
even
mm-hmm.
having like a small prototype or initial prototype that is having a core loop only, not all the feature, just the core loop, just the initial things, but looks very good. Because again, at the end of the day, no one will play a game that is in gray and haven't doesn't have any kind of features or looks very good. It has to be at least complete from the art perspective, not 100% completely like doing all the arts, but at least doing the essentials, the basics.
Yep. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Awesome. Thank you. That was a good answer. I appreciate it. So I will take another question from Jason. So he's asking about team building again. Is it necessary to have people only focused on testing or QA, or can anyone take any different roles in different situations?
At the moment, we have a dedicated people focusing only on testing QA, and we do QA on a daily basis. It's very important. It's a tough lesson learned. We learned it over the time. Now it's essential for any project. Before even starting the project, the QA team should be the first team on the table. And we have a process to get a daily build. Like every day there is a build, even if they change only one line. The production team changed or write just one line or change one thing. We should have
Okay.
we should test it out and it should pass the QA. Otherwise, there is a problem.
Okay, that's super interesting. Daily is very quick. It's very, very, very quick. Like sometimes when I'm building a feature, it takes me like 2 days to do it. So if you look at it on day one, it's broken. There's red everywhere. Some of the things don't show up. Like how do you do daily testing actually? That's very impressive.
So just to clarify, we did do a daily testing for the whole studio team. We have a weekly testing, play testing for the whole team. The whole studio team join in a call and testing out as long we are remotely team and testing out the build. But the QA team should have a build every day. That's yeah, I know it's a tough, but this is the practice. This is how the market works. We learned this in a hard way. We learned it also from the experienced team we have from experienced companies or companies with attraction. And yeah, it works, and it actually give us a motivation
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you share it with the QA and they passed it. Developers feel energetic, like yeah, I
yeah.
the change I have made is working and it passed the QA. But imagine like you are waiting for a 1 week to get an answer that your work passed or not passed. Sometimes it's a frustrating.
Yeah, I believe it. And like you probably moved on to a new feature and you're probably working on that, and now you have to go back all the way to the beginning to test the thing out. So yeah, the daily is a very quick iteration. Okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense. Awesome. So back, do you want to add anything else, or do we hop to a next question?
Just want to say it's an iterative market. It's annoying. يعني خليني افضفض.
Yeah,
It's
go for it.
annoying. It's the normal of the industry. Now I believe with the AI advanced technology, it might change how speed it can take to test out or to pass through the QA, which is an interesting area. Evolving with AI, it's helping and helpful.
Well, are you guys using it at the moment in your studio? Well,
Yeah,
okay. Okay,
yeah.
interesting. Interesting.
Actually, we have our own AI manifesto, like how to use AI and in which certain level to use AI. We have developed actually a persona agent that can answer to any new team member anything about the game, anything about the
Okay,
product, and
interesting.
it's learning from the inputs from the team members. So it's helping. Imagine we have a team member in Seattle who they are start working now, and no one can answer them because it's ending hours in our region. They can go to the agent, ask whatever question they have, they might have about the project, about the game itself, either its rules or features, or where is the project standing at the moment. They will get the answer based on the inputs from the team and inputs from the updates, team updates. It's helpful, and making the communication easier and faster.
Okay, okay, that's actually super interesting. I'm gonna veer away a bit, but I think it's okay because I'm interested. How do you make sure that the AI does not hallucinate answers? Because this is a problem that a lot of them are having, or like might have.
Uh, Again, we have developed the agent, we have developed the model,
Okay,
and
okay,
yeah, there is a tiny percentage to have this issue. Human check is important. We can't go yeah, without human check. Having another eye or second eye from person, a human person to check, that can make sure like yeah, this answer makes sense.
okay, okay. That's pretty cool. Nice, awesome. So question again about the QA stuff, the QA section, sorry. So if the feature is being made and it does not get greenlit by the QA, do the developers work on something else, or like, or do they just wait until the QA is done? Like how does this work?
Um, we are talking about features, so product won't ship it unless it's past the QA and it's green light to be shipped away to the market. So yeah, they have to fix it, and it depends on the product manager, the product owner, the Scrum master as well, to decide if they can work on the next feature or not. Also, it's a teamwork. So all the whole team should agree on which next feature or next sprint will look like. But yeah, that's how we work at the moment.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Awesome. So I think for now, this is the final question that we have, which is about advertising for your games and getting it visible to your players. So when you have a new game, you put it out there. Um, like, do you share it through word of mouth? Do you share it through ads? Do you share it through, how do you do it? How do you get the game in players' hands?
I'm not sure if I got your question correct, but you are asking about testing the game with external people, right?
No, no, no. It's more about advertising as a whole. Like, how do you advertise your game? So you made the game, it's there, you validated that people like it, you validated that it doesn't have any like crashes, and now you want to put the game out for people to start playing it. How
Okay.
do you advertise for it?
All right. So there is a go-to-market strategy. It starts from the branding, and followed by the marketing messages, marketing strategy, which channels, tools to use to reach out to your target audience. So once you have defined your target audience, then you will understand, or you will research around them. Are they on TikTok? Are they Gen Z? Are they millennial and using email, for example? So it depends on the game, on the nature of the game, nature of your target audience. So far, as long we are in the mobile industry, we do advertising using multiple channels and decide which one giving us the best performance. So it could be social media, ad network, word of mouth. We design actually some elements or features in the game that can motivate players to invite their friends or to share with their friends. We're gonna ship it very soon in our game, that people can compete with their friends, and we think this feature will help us to get more organic installs, word of mouth, basically.
Okay,
I think
that's
also I just got participating in events can also get your brand more recognizable, awareness about the game, even if they don't download it at the moment or wish list it, but at least you will be in their head. They seen your logo, they seen your name, your game name, and they might talk about it or they might Google it. If it's not now, maybe tomorrow. And later on, you can target these people who visited this event through ads, so they can remember or feel connected to the brand.
100%. And actually, so I remember I was once talking to a previous boss of mine about one of the games. I forgot what it was called, which is really bad. Do you remember the game with the king that's just like always trying to run away from all the problems that he has? Um, so it's like a match three game.
Can-
Anyway, sorry.
Candy Crush,
No, no, not Candy Crush. It's Merge Match, I think. Royal
Royal.
Match, yes. Royal Match. Play now. Anyway, very annoying sound, but whatever. So I remember asking him, like, I keep seeing this advertisement, like it never stops, basically. What's up with this? So he was telling me that it's very much about staying in the player's attention, even if you have the game. they don't want you playing other games. They don't want you seeing other games because if you do, then you're going to go out, like you're going to look elsewhere basically, and they don't want you to do this. So sometimes they spend money on advertising not because they want you to play the game, but because they don't want you to see anyone else's game. So it's a very interesting concept as well. So the point of this was to say that advertising isn't always just about making people see your games. Sometimes it's also about making others not see other games, and it's very weird. Um, Markets are hard, and
Yeah, marketing is it's an interesting area
absolutely.
and very important. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, sir. So we're almost on time. I think we have one more question, guys. So you have any more? Let me know. بس كمان. Okay, perfect. So Mustafa is asking, when we're creating a game, I know you care about the core loop and the core main mechanic first. If the game is not monetizing well through different strategies, do you think it's time to kill this game, or do you try to do something else with it? So the
Yeah.
core loop is good, but
Mm.
that monetizing is bad. What would you do in this case?
If the code loop is good, that's mean players are returning to the game. So definitely we'll figure out another monetization strategies. Sometimes, yeah, again, like if the core loop is good and people are getting back with a good engagement, then definitely we'll look at the monetization strategy and try different strategies. But if the core loop is not getting the people coming back to the game, so to answer the question from when to kill the game is basically we look at different elements, different criteria: retention, engagement, time, and monetization. But the retention and engagement is more important than the monetization because it play a pivotal way in monetization. When you put it in Excel and you wanna forecast, and sometimes you have very good game, but the market acquisition, the user acquisition is too high. Either you are in a very red ocean, match three, so you have to spend a lot, or strategy, forex strategy, so you have to spend hundreds of millions to compete with the Chinese games. In this area, I believe it's difficult, and too difficult. So it depends on many items, many pillars, criteria to take the decision. It's hard, but I love to kill games rather than just continue on wasting our money on it.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Um, so we do have one more question, which is cool. It's a question that's kind of from the side, so we'll see how it goes. What do you think is the most important aspect to make an indie game globally praised? Generally, from what Jason has noticed, is that a lot of the popular indie games have an amazing soundtrack and sound design. So, do you think that sounds or like music in general really make a difference in a game?
Yeah, it makes different with the good art, with the good technology or execution of the project. Um, but well, actually, it's a tough question. But let's hear from the group. Like, what do you think, guys? Is the music or sounds make difference for you guys? If you find a game that is visually very appealing, but it has very bad sound design, would you continue playing it and link to like open up Spotify on the side and just play the game? Okay, yeah,
Yes.
usually it make or break the game.
Mm.
100% I agree. And it's also play with the emotions, with the feelings. It's important aspect. We shouldn't forget yani, to look at it. We haven't put any music or sounds in our early games, but at our recent game, we have spent a lot on designing the sounds and the music because it's important. Yeah,
هلا
yeah, I heard this a lot. Like people on mobile, they don't care. They
yeah,
link to another music app. Uh,
100%. Yeah, usually whenever I'm playing a mobile game, I think the only game that I still keep the music on is the Pokemon trading card game app. I like the music there. I don't know why. But even then, sometimes I'd be listening to music, but I want to open a pack, so it's like, why is this music playing? It's annoying. But yeah, I think it really depends on the platform as well. Like as Mustafa said, he doesn't care much for mobile music, but at the same time, like when you open Clash of Clans or Clash Royale or whatever Supercell game, you can tell that there's a lot of juice in the sounds. But
Yeah,
you mentioned this as well. Like if the mechanics aren't good, nothing else is good. But if the mechanics are good, then everything else will like make the
come
game so much better because
yeah,
of whatever you have basically. Um, Plus, Jason, another thing that you have to remember is when a game is really good, you will also tie the memories of you playing the game to the things that you were doing through it. So if you see certain art that's similar to it, you'll remember this times. If you listen to the music track, you will remember this as well. So it's like a two-way street of sorts, you know?
exactly. Yeah,
Um, mhm.
yeah, I agree with this. And also, like one of the things that we take care about it at the moment, like people like you, they would love to listen to the music on other platform. So it's good to have this option. Like, hey, just connect your account on Spotify or whatever app and listen to your favorite music while playing our game. If you don't like the music that we have provided to you, but we don't say it in this way. So
Yeah.
if you and feel free to connect with Spotify or whatever.
Awesome. Perfect. طيب, I think this is it for the questions. We are a bit over time. Musab, thank you so much. Is there you have anything you would like to also share that we haven't talked about, please feel free. And if people can connect with you, come in, let us know where we can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pleasure actually, and such an honor to be here with you. Honestly, Ashraf, يعني a friend and a brother before even like talking about the
Thank you.
game.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, thank you for the host, thank you for the questions, and thank you for being with the late time. For us, for me, it's not late. We work
Yeah,
late, like with everyone.
100%. Yeah, yeah.
But thank you very much. Some takeaways, I believe it's important to يعني, to keep in mind, which is fun. Fun factor is very important. And people define fun in different ways, but as long people are staying in the game or playing and keep asking like one more round or when is the game will be released, that's this moment you should always look at. You should always keep it in mind. Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome. Great, Lakan. Where can people find you if they can reach out to you?
LinkedIn.
Okay. Awesome. Perfect. Great. طيب, Musab, thank you again. Honestly, this was really, really beneficial. I really enjoyed talking to you, obviously. And this, I hope you guys enjoyed the session as well. Take care. We will speak soon.
Sure.
Yes. Thank you guys for attending. Thank you, Musab, as well for the talk. It was absolutely wonderful to have you, and it was our pleasure to have you as well. Anjad, thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you, everyone. Have a good day. Bye
Take
bye.
care. See you soon.